time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Lewis wants to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Irwin.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Missouri State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team, have halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Bears are on the move. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Thanks to grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Missouri State. A great catch and run for 6.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
That's caught. It's Gibson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's
time to take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds his tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Bear offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Turning it on! Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Bears are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Missouri State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They finally he get him stopped? And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it past the marker. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Stanford. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears have it with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Irwin. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into half.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And they get him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And here comes the punt team.
Punts it away.
He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down. An open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it for a big play. And he'll be run out of bounds. And guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, you got to do a better job not getting it 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, they're after him. Using the quick game. Breaks the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you don't limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Missouri State! The defense putting points on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over SMU. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bear offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bears will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So here comes the Missouri State offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
You got to give the coaching staff credit, because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He'll set up to throw. Big guy smells it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total here.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Colorado offense is coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the left side. Turns on the Jets. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Pulls and fired complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse